Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Ali, and today we are going to be playing around with the Sims 3 Create-A-Sim. I've been playing The Sims 3 since the summer of 2012, and I have been hooked ever since. It is by far my favorite Sims game. I personally think it's the best Sims game, but you're welcome to debate me on that in the comments. And today we are going to be seeing if specifically the Create-A-Sim still holds up after 15 years. I'm going to try to go into this as unbiased as possible, as there are definitely things that The Sims 3 can improve on, as shown in The Sims 4. I think The Sims 4 overall has a better Create-A-Sim system, but I think The Sims 3 is still pretty revolutionary for its time. So today we're going to dive in and try to make a sim with no custom content and just the base game in The Sims 3. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I just booted up the Sims 3 Create-A-Sim, just base game, no custom content. So obviously, you know, the Sims are not the cutest looking. I will admit that. I'll be the first to say that they are not the cutest looking, and I definitely prefer the art style of The Sims 4. However, I do think that the Sims 3 Sims get clowned on a little too much. Because, like, they're not bad. They're not bad, y'all. They're really not. Especially, you know, we'll fix her up a little bit with what we have right now. For those not familiar, this is the very first, like, kind of page of The Sims 3 Create-A-Sim. Unlike The Sims 4, where it's, like, very clicky and draggy, The Sims 3 is very menu-based, so there are, like, 5 main menus here, and we'll go through them as we make the sim. So this first one has the very basic information: name, gender, age, skin tone, and then, like, body modifiers. This is the form of the clicking and dragging. In The Sims 3, we have sliders instead, which I definitely do not like as much as The Sims 4, but I think for a product of its time, you know, the game came out in 2009, I think it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. As far as skin tones go, these are the sliders that you have just default to start with. I think a lot of the colorful ones did not originally come with the game. I think these came with Supernatural, but it's cool that they're available for everyone. That's kind of nice. If you ever wanted to make, like, Shrek or something, you can. There are 3 main, like, human skin tone sliders. There's this one, which I think is the darkest one, but it's still pretty warm toned. This one's a little bit cooler toned. But it's, I don't know, it's still pretty warm. I think my biggest criticism of the skin tones is that they're all very warm tone, which I think is good. Like, I think there's good diversity within the warm tone shades, but there probably could be some more cooler tone ones. That one's literally monotone. I know I was gonna not bring in custom content, but you can get like an unlimited amount of free color sliders for skin tones. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this skin tone for this sim. And now let's move on to the body modifiers. So this top one does body weight, just like overall body composition, basically. And again, there's like pretty good range of motion. Obviously, I wish there were more customization options like in The Sims 4, but again, I think for a product of its time, it's not. It could be so much worse. It could be truly so much worse. This next one adjusts muscle depth, so obviously you can have, you know, really buff sim or really skinny sim, or I guess unmuscular sim. Next up is muscle definition, which I actually really like. So like, not only can your sim have like a lot of muscle size, but they can also be like really defined. Or, you know, they could have a lot of muscles but not be that defined, or somewhere in between, as most of us are. I do actually prefer this, having the muscles be 2 different sliders versus The Sims 4 where it's all one. Because The Sims 4, I think when you try to make a really muscular sim, they automatically just like are really buff, and it's like, okay, you can be really muscular but not have a 6-pack, you know what I mean? I like that you can do that in The Sims 3, but again, that's like such a minor. Sims 4 stands don't come for me, please. I'm gonna dog on both games. Love y'all. The next slider is the breast adjustment slider. This one is only on femme sims. One thing that, of course, The Sims 3 does not have, which The Sims 4 does, is gender control. I think someone should mod that into The Sims 3. I don't know why hasn't done it yet. I'm sure someone's working on it, or someone has and I just haven't found it. But yeah, you can only make, like, if you want to have trans or non-binary sims, you basically have to do it yourself, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, anyways, this is the breast slider. Pretty good range. Good tits. I don't know. If you haven't noticed, I'm definitely not a professional reviewer. I'm just a girl sharing her thoughts. So next, I'm going to go to hair, but just to change the hair so we can actually see her face. I'm sure this was like a Life Simmer thing or like another OG Sims 3 Let's Player, but I always go to the hair, pick a hair that gets their hair out of their face, and then do their face and come back to hair. I don't know why. That's just my process. So long story short, we'll review hairs in a second. Okay, I'm just gonna give her this updo, and then we'll move on from there. So onto faces. Sims 3 has both presets and facial sliders, which I think is nice. I personally like to use the presets just to start out with. So like, I usually, you know, pick one of like something like that. And then I go, what are these? These must be custom ones I still have or something. I don't know. But I usually just pick one of these like basic face shapes. And then this is the fun part. You get to go and adjust all the sliders. I wish The Sims 4 had sliders. That is my hot take. I love the pulling, dragging system, but sometimes, especially with the face, you just want to sit there and fiddle around it until you get it exactly where you want it. So that's what we're going to do real quick. I don't have an idea of what I want the sim to look like. I'm just going to keep adjusting it until I vibe with her. That's usually what I do. I don't know anything about the sim, and I usually let just the vibes guide me. I don't know. Okay, I think that's what we're going to go with right now. Obviously, you know, we have a lot more to do. We got more features to go through. Next up is eyes. One thing I really like about The Sims 3 is, of course, the color wheel. We all know her. We all love her. You can pick literally any color you want, which is wonderful. Maybe not that one, though. But I quite like this one, and I also really like that they give you some swatches. I do wish they had better options for brown. For some reason, they have, like, orange and red, but no, like, brown. I mean, they have these, but even then, this is, like, really light. So I'm just gonna give her some nice dark brown eyes and call it a day. I think they do, I mean, even this, like, is not, it's still, like, more red than brown, which is not my fave, but that's okay. We can just use the color wheel as it was intended. Perfect. They also have some fun, like, weird-ass things in here, like the alien eye and alien eye modifier. Obviously, those are for alien Sims, but I guess it's nice that they're there in case you want, you know, that for whatever reason. I will say this is a lot harder than I thought it would be without custom content. I have, like, a default skin and default eyes, which is, like, instantly make your Sims look from Play-Doh to, you know, at least Barbie. Like, they're still, like, plasticky, but at least it's, like, a pretty plasticky. But we don't have that today, so we're doing our best. Okay, we're gonna move on to the nose. I really like the presets for these. I think they have a good amount of variety. Usually what I do is I kind of just go through and click on all these presets until I find one that, like, is almost the vibes. It's never usually the vibes, but it's, like, close enough to the vibes, and, like, looks good on her. And then I'll go through and, like, fine tune it. Like, that one looks nice. This one's beautiful. I do think this one is custom content, but, like, it's very similar to some of these. Okay, I won't use a custom content one. I won't cheat. I won't cheat. I don't know how that's in there. I removed my entire mods folder. Okay, that's a very similar nose, but that one is in the base game, so I'm not cheating. Let's go jazz it up a little bit, shall we? Okay, I'm still not thrilled with how that looks from the side, but from the front it's cute. And you know what? That'll do for now. That'll do for right now. I may go back and play with that later, but for right now, she's cute. She's cute. Next up, we got lips. Again, there are lots of presets. I'm just gonna go find one that I like. Okay, I think these are a good place to start. I think they, like, fit into her face pretty good. I'm gonna fix her side profile. I'll go back to it. I know it's not great. I will fix it. I promise. Okay, I think she is so cute from the front. There's something about her side profile I'm just not a fan of, so I'm gonna go back through and look at her nose and her face and just kind of make a little minor adjustments until I think it looks a little bit more natural. Okay, I like that a lot more. I feel like before it was just, like, too much of, like a button nose. I don't know if that's a button nose. I don't know what noses are called, but it was, like, too much. But now I think it looks a lot more, like, human. I don't know. But I think she's cute. I think she's getting there. Next up, we have freckles and beauty marks. These are bad. These are objectively very bad. I definitely think The Sims 4 does a lot better. Just because there's more options. Obviously, you can add on custom ones, but for the base game, this is a pretty poor showing. My biggest pet peeve has and always will be the fact that there are no freckles on the nose. Like, neither of these options give you freckles on the nose. Like, you'd think this one would, but they're, like, Annie-esque, where they're just, like, right here. And, like, I don't know, there might be a little on the nose, but, like, not really. And then these give you them everywhere. And then there's one beauty mark right under the eye and one right there. She had that one to like, begin with, and I kind of want to give her back. It's just to, like, keep some of her originalness. I don't know, I've changed her a lot from the initial Sim that spawned in, but cute, love it. Next is makeup, which, continuing the theme, is abysmal in The Sims 3. But that is okay, because, well, I say it's abysmal, and I really mean that the eyeliner options are not great, and the blush options are not great. But I actually think the eyeshadow and lipstick options are, like, not bad. At least they're comparable to The Sims 4. So we'll just give her something like this. I don't wear makeup in real life, so I really do not, like... I never think of, like, realism with my Sims in terms of makeup. Like, I know a lot of Simmers will go through and, like, take off their makeup when they sleep. And if I remember, I'll do it. But I forget so often, because I'm just like, yeah, you just go to sleep. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to go adjust your face or anything. You don't move your cheekbones at night, but, you do actually take off your eyeliner. So the more you know. Okay, well, you know what? This blush actually isn't as bad as I remembered it being. It's still not great, but I like this one because it has, like, contour. Is that contour? I don't know makeup, but it looks nice. I think I like this one the best, though. I think that one in, like, a darker shade. Yeah, she's pretty. She's really coming together. Listen, for a base game Sims 3 Sim, mwah, she's beautiful. I know, like, 10 seconds ago I said the lipstick was good. I am a liar who is lying to you right now because it is not that good, actually. I don't think any of these look good. We might just have to go to our best option for now. I don't know. Maybe I'll go play around with her lips more now that they have lipstick on them. Another, like, pet peeve I have about the Sims 3 Create a Sim is I feel like in the Sims 4, like, most things look good on most Sims. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's some exceptions, but, like, a lipstick or, no matter what the lip shape looks like, it'll look pretty good. That is not the case in The Sims 3. I definitely think, like, you sometimes do have to go back and, like, change features based on, like, how makeup looks and stuff, which is annoying. Okay. I don't know if the 3 very tiny adjustments I made actually did something, or if my eyes have just adjusted to her wearing lipstick, but I like it now, so we're good to go. There is also, of course, costume makeup, but I don't think this is the vibe we're going for today, but, it's cute. It's cute. Lastly is one of my favorite. We have tattoos. Do you want a tattoo? We can give you a tattoo. There are so few options. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tattoos came with ambitions, and I thought like all the ambitions tattoos had been added in, but that is not the case. So let's just give her one on her ankle and call it a day. I really hate the placement of these ankle tattoos most of the time, because I feel like usually if you want an ankle tattoo, like I have an ankle tattoo and it's on the side of your foot. Like I feel like that makes sense. Like I don't refer to this part of my foot right here as my ankle, but you know what? I think a little sun on her foot is cute. Enjoy her dogs while you can. And then if you fill it in, you can get rid of the stupid little face on it and just have like a little black sun, which is cute. I kind of vibe with it. Okay, now that we have done her face and, you know, tattoos and all the makeup and all everything, we can go back to hair and actually look through these options. Right off the bat, I will say that there's not a lot of diversity in hair type. There's only a few styles that are like protective styles, and the ones we have are not the cutest. I think there is one more, if I'm not mistaken. Is this seriously it? Is there only one? No way. I really thought there were two. Yikes. Okay, well, at least for female Sims, there's only one, which is not great. Another thing is that hats came with the hair, so like you can't, you know, they can't wear this dumb little cat hat unless they wear the dumb little cat hat hair, which is annoying and means that I literally never use these hats. So I'll try some on just for shits and gigs, but I mean, listen, the options are not great. The options are not great. They're just not great. And then there's some hair. Oh, here's the other one. Okay, I knew there was another hairstyle, but like it, you know, it doesn't look very good. We can all agree it doesn't look very good. Yeah, there's also like no afros, no like real like curly hair. There's only like these braids, and then I can't even tell, are these look like locks, but I don't know. So just in general, I just feel like they could have done better making sure that everyone had hair that they could feel represented in, but they didn't, and that's annoying. But luckily, again, custom content saves us. On a more funny note, I do think it's really, like, you can tell it is 2009 when these hairs are being made, because, like, what is this? What is this, girl? Okay, Ebony Darkness Dimensional Raven Way. Like, I see you. You also got this one, which is, like, the fun Karen. Like, you know, the Karen who's definitely a Karen, but, like, she's also a wine mom kind of vibe. This also feels very 2009. I thought this hairstyle was so cool as a child. I was like, oh my god. That's so edgy and fun. I think I'm in between these two hairs for her. This one, I hate the, like, the highlight, how the shine on the hair, I guess. This is a very common thing with EA made hairs in The Sims 3, and it just looks bad. It just looks bad. And I also don't like how the bangs are, like, weirdly cut like this. But I like the vibes of it. This one, I don't like the vibes as much of, but I think it is objectively a prettier hair. Or, you know what? The fun Karen hairstyle actually looks cute on her. It is objectively a Karen hairstyle, but I think it's like the best of both worlds, because I think it looks better than this hair, but it has more of the vibes I want than this hair. So I think we're gonna go with the fun Karen wine mom hair. In a tribute to my younger self, I'm going to give her the longest eyelashes ever, because that's what I did literally every time until I got custom lashes, and then they were a little bit more varied after that. But yeah, I just feel like you got to. I feel like you got to, because, like, I mean, this is fine, but these are lashes. Like, yes. There also aren't a lot of great eyebrow options, so I usually just pick one of the basic ones and just call it a day. All right, now that hair, face is all done, let's move to clothes. So in The Sims 3, there are 5 different, like, types of clothes. Tops and bottoms, which obviously you can have a top and a bottom on at the same time. Outfits, which you can have instead of a top and a bottom, and then shoes and accessories, which you can wear no matter what you're wearing. There are also 5 different kinds of outfits in the base game of Sims 3. If you have seasons, you'll get a different one that's called outerwear. And there's also some, like, invisible ones. Like, you can customize career outfits and pregnancy outfits. It's just a little bit more complicated, and you can't do it through Create a Sim. You have to do it, or, like, not this initial Create a Sim. You have to go back after you've made the sim and have been living with them for a while. Another thing that The Sims 3 does not have, technically, like, right off the bat, is that you can't make more than one outfit. So, like, if I wanted the sim to have 2 everyday outfits and 3 sleepwears for whatever reason, I can't actually give them that until we go into the game. And then I believe it comes in base game. I will fact check it on the screen. But if not, I know for a fact that through ambitions, you can have more than one outfit if you go to a stylist and ask them to make you a new outfit. You might even be able to make new outfits from the dresser, but long story short, you can't do it in Create a Sim, which is annoying. Much like the hair, the clothes also very much scream the time period they were made in. Like, these are so 2009, it hurts. I do think that some of these are still, like, pretty solid pieces, and I think the reason that these kind of hold up better, in my opinion, than a lot of the Sims 4 base game stuff, which is also, like, very painfully 2014, which is when that game came out, is because I feel like these are a lot more basic, and because of the color wheel. So, like, this is, like, you know, a normal shirt. Like, you would just wear this to work. Like, it's not the cutest thing ever, don't get me wrong, but it's, like, a shirt, you know? No one's gonna look at you and be like, what the hell are you wearing? It's just a button-down shirt. And because you can change the color of it, you can have like a lot of customization, because you could have 3 Sims wearing this shirt, but they're all in different colors, and like you'd get different vibes. So like, yeah, I definitely think The Sims 3 has more like just true basics that are not 2009 basics, which is a good thing. I do not know why though they have like 3 button-up collared shirts in a row, and then there's also one up here too. Like, we didn't need this many, EA, but go off. Then you have gems like this, where it's like, that's really one of the default options for clothing in this game. And like, this shirt's like okay, but the attached necklace that you can't get rid of is a pain, and they, like, my biggest pet peeve. This shirt is also like very 2009. I don't know if you guys know that girl on TikTok. I'm blanking on her name, but she like makes outfits out of like ugly clothes she's thrifted. This is what I feel like I'm doing right now. Okay, here's another button up top. Again, why do we need like 5 of these exact same shirts? Another thing you may have noticed is that the clothes in The Sims 3 are gender locked, so unfortunately only, you know, female framed Sims can wear female framed clothing and vice versa, whereas The Sims 4, that is not the case. But I actually have beef with it, and I don't think I've mentioned it before, so I'm going to mention it here, because why not? I don't like that, like, the masculine framed clothes fit feminine Sims differently than they do masculine Sims. Like, they always look weird. Like, they never fit right. Like, it's not even that they fit different, they just fit, like, worse. And I wish that was not the case, so that we could have more gender fluidity in the game that is all about that. Why do I not hate this shirt? I don't think it's for the Sim. But, like, I can just imagine, like, a really cunty old lady serving in this. Like, okay, Grandma, I see you. Grandmommy. This shirt's also super, super cute on her. I, like, never use this one because it's not really my personal style. But she's kind of killing it. I kind of like it. This one's also cute, but... Is it cute, or am I just in denial? I think that's what we really should be asking. I'm gonna take a look at bottoms and see if I want to stick with this top. But my guess is I will move on to full outfits for her. There is a pretty good variety of bottoms. I love these shorts. I think they're really cute. I know they're basically the same as this, but I wish that these didn't have the stupid leg warmers. I don't understand why you have an accessory section with necklace and like socks, but you choose to attach things to your clothing. I don't know. It's annoying. Also, of course, because it's 2009, none of this stuff is high-waisted. It's all low-rise, which is not fun because I just can't imagine, like, I know people wear low-rise stuff, but that could not be me. It has never been me, and it will never be me. I'm a high-rise girly till I die. Like, these are so low-rise. Oh my god. 2009. Girl, what are you doing? I mean, those are more high-rise, but they're still not really, like, the vibe, I don't think. I think especially, like, the jean selection is abysmal, and the Sims 4 jeans are infinitely better, if still low-waisted, in my opinion. But, like, this skirt is cute. Like, again, like, I think a couple of, like, the staple items are fine, but we can do better. The Sim deserves better. We can do better for her. And I do at least like that with these pieces that have, like, the unremovable necklaces, there is usually a version that doesn't have it, which is nice, but just don't include this version at all. Just have this necklace separately. I mean, this necklace is kind of ugly, but sometimes they'll have like really cool necklaces with like the ugliest outfit you've ever seen, or vice versa, and you're like, well, what the fuck? I just want to use them one or the other. Okay, I don't really like any of these either. So maybe let's start and find a bottom I like first. Like, that's cute. Like, that skirt is subjectively cute. Let's make the skirt work. Especially if we get like a black skirt, like we can make this work. Like something like this and making it look like a black bodycon dress. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, it doesn't quite work because the textures are like a little too different. But it's like, okay, I think we might be onto something here. See, okay, I keep coming back to this shirt because why do I love it? Why do I love it? Is it like trending? No, but I kind of like it and I don't know why. And y'all can clown on me in the comments. Feel free. This might be a mistake and I might be looking at this like, what the fuck, girl? But I kind of don't hate it. I can't even lie. Like, I think this green looks really nice on her skin tone. Okay, let's... Am I lying to myself? Am I being delusional right now? There's a high likelihood that that is a yes, but don't answer me right now, okay? Like, I almost like it. I'm so close to liking it, but I don't like it enough to commit. Maybe this one? I feel like that one's really basic and boring, but also... Or maybe like a dark red? Like a black and dark red vibe? Maybe? Maybe? Okay. Like, she's obviously a business professional. Like, this is not like a going out to the club, going out to brunch outfit. This is like a, I am mayor of Simopolis or something. I'm gonna be delusional and pretend that I like this. God, I can't even. I'm so close to liking it, but it's just not. Oh, okay. Let's try that. Let's see if we can put together an outfit. I need to escape. I need my custom content back. I'm going through withdrawals, please. Yeah, I don't think these jeans work. Like, I think it needs to. Well, maybe those do. I don't know. I don't hate those. Again, I wish they were not jeans. I wish they were like dress pants so I could go with my like, this is a work girly outfit. But I think I might like those more than anything else. Let me see this in all black and see if my vibes change. Because I feel like this is like too long of a skirt. Because I feel like she's like a working corporate girly, but like she's like a girl, like she's like that bitch in the office. And you're like, yes. No, you know what? can't even lie. Is this the cutest outfit ever? No, but it's kind of working for me in a way I can't explain, so we're gonna go with that. I actually think the shoe selection is really good, although they do have some like crazy options. Like these boots are a lot. I'm gonna give her these shoes because I think they have like a fun little flare, but you can't really see them, so they're still like very office. But like, oh, I'm so excited to get this girl some custom content. She's gonna slay. She's gonna slay. I really hate these base game glasses, so I don't think I will give her any. The jewelry isn't great either, but we can at least give her something, you know? Like, I like those. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, cute. You know what? I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna worry about doing any of her other outfits right now, because quite frankly, I cannot be bothered. And the clothing is pretty similar for everything except for sleep, so let me show you the other sleepwear stuff. So you got, there's actually some like cute options for sleepwear, like I can't even lie. Like I think these are all pretty cute. And then there's of course some like miscellaneous like bras and stuff, which are also, you know, not bad. And then there are a few couple swimwears, so I'll show those off real quick. Again, I think these are actually really cute. I'll give her that one because she looks stunning. I don't know how her hair grew that long, but that's cool. For Sims 3, you can lock and unlock, like I can have it set so that the makeup is locked for every outfit, which I do, but I guess I didn't for the hair, which is why the hair is different for all the outfits, but that can be quickly fixed. Boom. Stunning. Love to see it. Okay, last but not least, we have to give her a name. And I usually just like randomize until I find a name that like jives. Honestly, Josie good. Cute name for her. I like it. Okay, Josie. Cutie. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down my game, add back in all of my custom content, but keep it base game and just show you what just a little bit of free custom content can do to this base game sim. Okay, so we are back in Create a Sim. I have pulled up Josie again and look at the difference. Like, didn't change a single one of her features, literally just pulled her out of my library, and something about the custom skin and custom eyes, just mwah. If you want links to any of my custom content, I have like a document that has where I got everything from linked down below, so feel free to check that out. Obviously, you know, she's still not looking the cutest just because of what she's in, but luckily we're about to go fix that. All right, so since the face is good, we're not really making any major adjustments. We can do makeup and stuff later, but let's go ahead and fix up her hair. I have a lot of custom content here, which is why it's taking a hot minute to load. And as you can see, even with just the base game, I have so many options. And of course, again, I know this is the case with Sims 4 too. This video isn't even necessarily me trying to say that the Sims 3 Create a Sim is better than the Sims 4, because it's not. I just want to see if the Sims 3 Create a Sim can hold up, and I definitely think that, especially with free custom content, it certainly can. So I obviously have a lot more variety in the hairs I have. I have a lot more curly hair, I have a lot more kind of like fancy hair. Definitely a lot more curly hair, a lot more textured hair. Just in general, I like to have variety in my Sims, so I love being able to give different Sims different features, which is why having a lot of variety in my game is important, which is why, again, custom content is such a lifesaver, because I can have all of this cute hair in my game for free. Okay, this is kind of similar to what she had, like the Karen style, but it's a little bit more modern, it's a little bit more fun, I guess. It's also definitely a lot prettier to look at because it has better texture. I definitely think I'm going to try to keep her outfit like as similar as possible, just to show like, you know, you can just make a few quick updates and the base game already looks so much better. I also really like this hair on her. It's like kind of vintage feeling, which isn't necessarily the direction I was going to take her, but honestly with her like kind of grandma top, like she looks stunning in that hair. Like I don't think I've ever used this hair, but she's like, oh my god. That's definitely my favorite so far, but I'm going to keep running through. I also really like this hair on her, but I feel like it's not the vibes. I feel like it's like too young for her. Even though she's a young adult, like I get the vibe that she's like very ambitious. I didn't pick traits for her. My bad, guys. So we'll do that in a second. I'm such a great YouTuber. I also like this hair on her, but I use this hair a lot, and I don't know. I still don't think it like frames her face as well as the other one. Ooh, wait. This hair also looks super cute on her. Okay. This hairstyle is also cute, but again, I don't think it's quite the vibes. I definitely think like short hair is for her, but not, you know. And I will say, not every custom content piece is a winner. You know, sometimes they're not. Like, that one's cute. That one's actually really cute. This hair also looks really cute on her. It has that, like, same sort of, like, vintage vibe. I don't know. I feel like this girlie was, like, born to be in the 1920s or whatever. Like, she is slaying these kind of old school hairstyles. I don't know about y'all, but hair definitely takes me the longest when I'm making Sims. I don't know why. Like, I mean, outfits takes a minute too, but usually I have like a vibe, and I'm not the best at fashion anyway, so I kind of just accept that, like, you know, the outfits might not be my best work, but that's really cute on her. That's super cute on her. I don't know, something about hair, I feel like it really like defines a Sim and like really like gives you a good sense of their personality. So if you don't like their hair, it's like kind of downhill from there. Yeah. I just think that hair looks so cute on her. I love that, like, it's pulled back so you can see her earrings, so we can give her some cute earrings. Yeah, big fan, big fan. Okay, now we can go adjust her makeup. And this also is like a huge game changer. I think custom content makeup is like one of the few staples, not necessarily eyeshadow, because again, I think the eyeshadow is actually pretty good, but for literally every other category, not even lips, I'm not lying to myself anymore, every other category, I think having it is super nice. And then I personally like to do, most of the time, I will just give my sim eyelashes and not give any eyeshadow, and I kind of use the eyeliner as like eyeshadow. But especially for like a girly like this, like I don't think she's gonna be wearing like crazy eyeshadow looks. Like I think, you know, whatever. I personally think Sims always look better if they have really long lashes, even if that's not the most realistic. So there are some like shorter lashes that I think are super pretty. Like these are really nice and they're much shorter. But, you know, I think that if you're gonna have lashes in a video game, you might as well go crazy. These are like my old reliable ones. I always use these if I don't know which ones I want to pick, but I am kind of feeling these. I think they look really nice on her. They make her eyes look really nice and big, and I am feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Next up is blush, or as I like to call it, nose masks. As you can see, I have a lot of different nose masks. Basically, what the nose masks do is they kind of like contour your sim's face and just make them look a little bit more defined. And there's several different ones you can get. I personally really like the cherry nose mask because I feel like it like keeps the it keeps the shape of the sim's nose. It just kind of adds a little bit of highlighter and like, I don't know, it just usually ties everything together. Obviously I don't have a swatch that fits her skin tone, which is totally fine because again, we will just color wheel it and just play around until I think it blends in. Okay, I think that's blended pretty well. I mean, obviously you can still like see it. It's definitely not subtle or anything, but it definitely blends into her face more than some of these other ones do. And I don't know why, but I just think like this compared to this, it just adds so much. Like it literally doesn't do much at all, but it makes me feel better personally. So I don't know. I like it. I give all my sims this cherry nose mask. I think it's so cute. Is this too red? It's also hard because my two different monitors are like color corrected differently. So it looks good on this top or on my bottom monitor, but it doesn't look good on the top monitor. So if my colors are off, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Okay, lipstick here. You can already see we have like these nice little glosses. And then there's also some more matte options as well. I love a good little lip gloss. That's my kind of cup of tea. Because like I mentioned earlier that sometimes like the features will depend how good a makeup looks. That's why I have so many lipsticks that like all look the exact same. Because sometimes like this same lipstick will look great on somebody and then other times it'll look atrocious. So, you know, you gotta have different options for different sims. But I actually really like that on her. I think that looks quite nice. They're also, unlike the Sims 4, you don't have a lot to adjust. It's just opacity, but I honestly kind of like that. I think the Sims 4 adjusting is kind of complicated and confusing. And I always forget what does what, but to be fair, I also don't play a lot of the Sims 4. So there you go. Okay, I think she's cute. I think already a huge improvement, if you will, especially considering, again, this is all still base game. If we go to tattoos, I do have a lot of custom tattoos. So I'll throw one her as well. Let's see. Maybe like a back tattoo. That is not her back. That is in fact not her back. Whoops. Something simple, just like these flowers or something between her shoulder blades. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't actually like those. maybe something else. Oh, you know what? That's cute. Just a simple little flower. I definitely love custom content tattoos. That's one of my favorite custom content pieces for The Sims 3, just because there are so many cute designs. And a lot of the time they come in like big batches, so you can just download like one creator will be like, here's my tattoo pack, and it's like 12 different tattoos. Which is very nice. And what's nice is, unlike The Sims 4, you can put them wherever. Like, you have the same selection of tattoos to put wherever, even if you are pretty limited in options. So now we are moving on to clothes, and obviously we have so many more options, which is wonderful. But the problem with that is I do have a lot of custom content, which does mean that there is some lag. I personally, this is my hot take, I think that I would so much rather sit through one big loading screen and, you know, have cast take a little longer, but have an open world game than not have an open world game and, in theory, not have a long loading screen between places, but have like individual loading screens. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. I like how The Sims 3 is set up, even if it is technically slower than The Sims 4, simply because I don't play The Sims 4 because it is not open world. Like, that is like truly the main facet that makes me not want to play The Sims 4, because I just think it's way more fun to be able to control all your Sims at once. Anyway, sorry for that tangent, but our clothes have finally loaded, and I definitely want to give her something that's still like this like business casual, but like she's a girl boss kind of vibe. Like, she's hot shit and she knows it, but like also she has to work corporate 9 to 5 because that's the reality for a lot of bitches. I am bitches. That's super cute on her. I am now realizing that a lot of my tops are like for going out and like, I don't know, like young hip girlies. I don't have a lot of like actually business tops. Because I don't usually play with Sims because, you know, Sims have a career outfits. They don't have to dress like professional. Like, I usually have them just wear whatever the fuck they want, especially in base game where the season's always summer. Like, they're usually just wearing like a crop top or something. So this is actually kind of a challenge to go find something that is workplace appropriate. I don't know if this is appropriate to wear in the office, but it is really cute. It is really cute, and I really like both this color and this color on her. I think they look very good on her. Like, could she wear this in an office? Probably not, but she's not in an office. She's serving cunt, so it's fine. And that's very businessy, but it's not like as yassified as it's like pretty basic, which is fine, but okay, clip, that works too. I'm not finding anything I'm like clicking with instantly that still matches the same vibe as what she was wearing earlier. So let's go and look at the the full body outfits. Again, I'm just realizing I have like no cute like business casual stuff, which is, I mean, I'm not really sad about it, but it is inconvenient in this one instance, so that sucks. I mean, this dress kind of has the same energy where it's like it's like a cute dress, but it's also like businessy. Or like this, like okay, Legally Blonde, okay, Elle Woods. This is like almost correct. It's like too short though, but like the energy is there. The energy is so close. Honestly, this is more like academia, but this might be the closest to like the energy. There's also this, but I know this is quite literally from The Sims 4. So I feel like it's cheating to use this, but I'm considering. Actually, you know what? This is from The Sims 4 too. You know what? You know what? It is very ironic that I'm using Sims 4 content to make a point about The Sims 3. But you know what? That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just have to be a little silly. And I think this is my silly time arc. Because this is like very similar energy to what she was in earlier. And it's still cute. It's still, you know, whatever. That's like an exact match. Or not exact, but you know. But something like this, but in black maybe. Or this maybe? With the red pants and the black shirt. Black sweater. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. Let's go with that. And now that we have custom content, we can get her a better pair of heels. All right, I like these boots. I'm just going to turn them black, and then I think they're cute. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's cute. Again, not the most like professional boots, but you know, she's a baddie and she knows it. She's just on company time. All right. I like these earrings. I think they're like a more elevated, they're like a loop version of the stud she had earlier, but I think they're cute and they're like, they really shine even far away, which is nice. All right. Again, I'm not going to do her other outfits because I cannot be bothered, but it's like basically the same gist. And I think either way, the base game, just doing this one outfit, I think shows that the Sims 3 Creative Sim is still very capable of making very, very cute Sims. I mean, obviously, I think she was cute before adding the custom content, but with the custom content, like, holy shit, she's beautiful. And again, not that hard to make. I really think that people overestimate how difficult The Sims 3 is to make Sims. It's definitely not as intuitive as The Sims 4, but once you kind of know what you're doing and learn to kind of do a balance of the presets and the sliders, you'll have a good time and you'll make really beautiful Sims. Also, the thing about The Sims 3, this is just Sims 3 propaganda at this point, but the traits in this game are actually traits, and they actually truly and deeply and fundamentally impact how your sim acts. And I have never had a sim in The Sims 3 that feels the same as a different sim, even if they have very similar traits. Even just like that one trait difference like makes a huge difference. So for her, I'm getting ambitious vibes. I'm getting, let's see, let's do like one of each. So let's see, I think that maybe she's neurotic and like that's why she's like just constantly dressed up. Like maybe she's like a workaholic. I can give her workaholic too. I get the vibe that she's like in business, so maybe I'll make her charismatic. Maybe she's charismatic. And then maybe like a bit of a snob. And perfect, business. So yeah, I love Josie. I think she's super cute. She was super fun to make. Let's also go customize her favorites. Let's do dim sum. Sounds delicious. Let's do dim sum. You know, classical fits. I feel like she would like classical music, and I'm gonna go with red because that's what she's worn in both outfits, so clearly she must kind of like it. Then we can also adjust her voice. That like checks out in my brain. And she's a Leo, which also checks out my brain. So yeah, I think Josie is all done. And again, I would like to say that I think The Sims 3's Create Sim is definitely a flawed system, but I think overall it still definitely holds up, especially considering this is a 15-year-old game. And if you guys ever want me to make a video on how I play The Sims 3 and how I basically get it to be a more modern game in 2024, please let me know. I'd be happy to share my tips and tricks. Again, also my custom content document that also has links to like the mods I use and stuff, all in the description, so feel free to check that out and ask any questions you have in the comments. And again, just one quick last comparison between the two versions. So this is her in the base game, but with custom skin and eyes, so obviously like, you know, still pretty dolled up. But then just the slight difference in adding that custom content makeup, hair, and everything. Ugh, night and day. Either way, she's slaying, but if you just want a couple pieces, I highly, highly, highly recommend eyes and default skin. Those are like at the bare minimum the cost of content like I think you just need to play The Sims 3. And mine, that if you want to use mine, are again down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought of this video. I had a ton of fun making it, and you can definitely expect to see some more Sims 3 content from me coming very soon. I want to take a moment to remind you guys to keep your eyes on Rafah, and please do whatever you can to support the Palestinian people. There are tons of amazing organizations and charities you can donate to. For example, all of my content creation money for the next month will be donated to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. So that's a great organization if you want to go check them out. I've left links in the description. There's also Operation Olive Branch, which helps collate a bunch of GoFundMes and ways to donate to individual families, which is also super, super amazing. Basically, I'll just be putting a lot of educational and ways to donate to Palestine in the comments below. Please, please, please educate yourselves and make sure you are doing what you can. On a lighter note, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment or a like or even subscribe if you are feeling kind and generous and would like to keep up with my content. And I hope to have a discussion with you in the comments, or, you know, just say hi. I'm also always open to constructive criticism or any ideas for future videos. I always want to improve and make my content better for you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourself, drink some water, and I will see you next time. Bye!